after our first album, we were non-stop touring and just always on the road, always grinding and just touring and trying to hit as many new markets as we could, play to new people. While we were doing that, we were also preparing for Around the World and Back before it was called that. It only seemed fitting.
I mean, it is currently and was our lives, our life at the moment. It's all we kind of know.
Yeah.
So like,
almost a little cliche, but it made sense for what was going on at the time.
Right.
And we just found ourselves riding on the road most of the time.
As we were writing, like, we talk about this a lot, and we try to remember the certain songs that we were writing in certain areas. Like, we remember, like, I remember being in a van touring through Australia on, like, 9-hour drives, writing lyrics in my lyric book.
I wrote, like, the instrumental to All or Nothing on a rooftop in Japan.
See, that's cool.
Yeah, we played this one club where the green room was, like, just like a roof, and I was just, like, jamming.
I remember on 2014 Warped Tour, actually, Ryan had an acoustic guitar behind our trailer, and he wrote the riff for All You Are Is History.
So it's all things like that that really came to fruition when it was time to pick a name for the album, and we were thinking about all these things that we just said, and it only made sense, you know, Around the World and Back, and that's the story. I'm a sucker for Australia. I love being in Australia. Sydney, Australia, Melbourne, Australia. Greatest weather out there, and some of the best shows we've ever played.
I love Japan. I feel like Japan was honestly the most amazing place for me because culturally it's amazing, the food is amazing, the people are incredible.
And who would have thought we'd been there twice now? Right?
Yeah,
so crazy.
I feel lucky to even have gone there.
I think one of my favorite places to play is something like the northern cities in England, and I mean, the crowds are so just insane. Like, they just lose their shit.
We're not forgetting about good old USA, though.
Yeah.
Like, we obviously love America. We're very patriotic.
Just wherever we are in the States, it feels like home. So it's always
true.
The first time around, we were like the new guys, so it was a little intimidating, but now I feel like we know most of the people, the crew, the bands. So.
Yeah, 2014 Warped Tour, first time on Warped Tour, we didn't want to step on anybody's toes. We were touring in a van, not a bus. It didn't have a bathroom. It only had 4 bunks for the 5 of us in the band, and plus all of our crew.
Yeah, we had
7
8
total.
Oh, I thought we had 8. 7 or 8. Okay.
And we were playing to very small fractions of what we're seeing now, 2 years later, being back this year on the Warped Tour on the main stage this time around.
We came in very timid, very shy. I tried to, like, make friends with certain people, and certain people kind of standoffish, and I'm not gonna name anybody, but like now I'm friends with those people this year, and I'm like, it feels nice.
I feel like we're the seniors in high school now. You know, we kind of
we developed some seniority, but it hasn't gotten to our heads.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I try to make a point to say something each time on stage. I don't get too emotional or lovey and do speeches on stage, but I do make a point to say, you know, thanks for everybody for being like on this journey with us. It's such a wild ride, and it seems like time's gone by so fast, but at the same time, we've been through so much since then, and it's just so cool to see the progress and everybody coming back.